Oh, shit. Toot 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 toot. Toot 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 toot. Toot 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 toot. Toot 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 toot. Toot 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 toot. Part 2 on that playthrough. Let's make some content. I have about 4 minutes before we need to go out. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna have a little time on the lake shore, and then there's gonna be a lot of things to take care of. But at the same time, fuck, I love life. So we're good. Let's go. I believe in love. I'm so entertained. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Ça va bien?
Oui, ça va bien.
Il fait chaud.
Tu es tout seul?
Non,
Avec qui?
maman.
Ah,
Oui.
ta mère dans sa chambre?
Non, des fois elle vient, des fois elle vient pas.
Hein?
Des fois elle est là, des fois elle est pas là.
Elle n'est pas ici.
Pas aujourd'hui.
Pas aujourd'hui.
Non.
Ah.
Demain, oui.
Ah,
Il fait chaud.
oui. Est-ce que tu es étudiant?
Oui.
Ah.
Oui.
Université?
Non, cégep.
Ah,
Psychologie.
cégep.
Psychologie.
Ah,
Ça va bien, vous?
oui, ça va bien.
Good, good. La santé?
Oui.
Good. C'est des nouveaux voisins?
Nouveau voisin?
Oui. Aujourd'hui?
Ah oui?
Oui.
Ah,
Bonne soirée.
bonne soirée.
Merci. What a lovely lady. What a lovely lady. Good. She's asking me if I live alone because I talk alone. No. This is really good. Though, in case you're wondering, welcome to the Local Show. You missed a lovely conversation with my neighbor. At least I got it here. But it was lovely. Don't in case you're waiting, welcome to the Computer Show. This is Mohawk because I'm having a wonderful 30th of May 2025. We're about to be doing a small but very complete video of making content. We're going to be talking about season 10. Now, I do want to apologize for the season 10 fail. What ended up happening is Netflix was down. So I thought for the longest time that we didn't have Trailer Park Boys anymore. No. Netflix was down. So what I'm gonna do is I don't have that much time because my father called me this morning for help, and I left about my father, but I slept later, which means we woke up later, and it wasn't easy. I forgot to do myself a water. Give me a sec. There you go. See, I don't fucking like that. TikTok's always starting for no reason. I didn't tell TikTok to start. I'm out there. That's how they get inflated views because people are not there. So yeah, we had TikTok and we had Trailer Park Boys, and I couldn't find the file. So then The problem that I did was I tried so hard to be on the computer, and I thought the computer was having a problem. But then I switched to the phone, and I went to Netflix on the phone, and it wasn't working either. So we're having Pink Lemonade, Crystal Light. Um, I'm gonna restart from zero. The Chili Flower Boy season 10. Oh, amazing season. Completely different from the next season 9. Completely different from season 8. Better than season 8, better than season 9. And it's really, really, really good. There's a lot of things that I don't like, but another thing that I do like, and again, season 10 I was a bit harsh with it. I was a bit harsh with it because of the J-Rock accent, the Ben Benson, the Snoop Dogg, and the Tom Arnold. It took a lot of place. But honestly, great season. A lot of laugh. I laughed really hard. Some of the fucked up moments, and yes, there's some cringe moments compared to season 9. There's not that many of them. So without further ado, let's get right into the review. I like doing that. I like saying this. Now, okay, good. All I have to do is this, and Netflix will work. I don't know why it wasn't working though. It was down for some reason, and it's funny because so how can I say this? It was on for a certain amount of minutes, and when it was finally up, my show started. So we have season 10, 11, episode 1, Freedom 45. This is really cool. We're having a Sunnyvale Trailer Park Boy, which is finally owned by Julian. And it's funny because I don't remember who owned the park in season 8. I don't remember. But this is the time that Julian owns the park, so they can do whatever the fuck they want, which is Moneyvale, which is super cool. The whole season is great because we do have the park in Julian care. So we start with a very cool thing of and this is the intro of season 1 of season 10 is actually quite cool because you got Randy, who's a park supervisor. Finally, it's for Julian. You got Swinton coming in, and the funny thing is Ricky is like, oh, just leave the park, just leave the park, just leave the park. Now the kind of the problem with that is we don't know why they're so bad at the trailer park. They're so bad at the camera crew, right? Now, why is that a problem? Because it was possibly said in their Swearnet exclusive. So you have to be part of a subscription for what happened to be able to watch another subscription. This is good. Monica is so nice. And she's so nice. Okay. We got Julian with his 2 girlfriends owning the park. We got Reggie and Ricky. All of them are pissed off. We got Ricky finally having his drugstore. I thought his drugstore was season 8, but it was in season 10. Season 10 is just so well made. It's just so well made. They really took the time to do it. Season 8, I felt like they were looking at it too big. Season 9, they were trying to do something that people fan services. Season 10, they were just like, fuck you. And there's so many things. So for example, season 10, we're 5 minutes in, and we get the situation of what happened to Randy Jr. The fact that he left, we have already noise complaints, which is the relationship, the beginning of the relationship between Ted and Randy, which is freaking hilarious. I mean, it's hilarious because you see Leahy and Randy, like, okay, well, it makes sense, they're both fucked. You see Ted and Randy, and it's like, Randy got something special, dude. Randy's got something special. We have Julian in the bar, J-Rock at the Shiprock. Julian has a country bar for some reason. Everybody's there, everybody's happy. They're celebrating Film 45, and Bubbles like, no, this is our dream with Ricky. With Trinity having a baby, Lucy had baby fever and she wants to be having a baby also. So right now, him and Lucy are really going at it, which is our 3 main characters. So Ricky does some mushroom, which transforms him. Lucy gets really mad at him. We have Baby Mo, and the cool thing with Baby Mo is, so this is gonna be kind of tricky. So the cool thing with Baby Mo is by the scene the age of the baby will change really quickly. The way it looks at 3 months versus a year is very different. So you're kind of seeing how long it's been since they start filming. It's not that long. We got Ricky with his drugstore. that is so fucking nice because Ricky is a fuck up, right? But he finally doing something that he like, finally doing something that he cares about, and it's kind of cool because he has mm, and the product for every single member of the park. You have a muffle drink for Julian. He has a gummy worms with bubbles. He has a bubble tea for tea. A bubble tea for tea. That's pretty cool. You got Jacob, which is really nice because Jacob having this confessional. I think this was the first confessional of Jacob. He said, "Oh well, I have 4 jobs. Ricky said I need to pay for the wedding," which doesn't serve a purpose. It's just Ricky being hard on Jacob. However, it does serve a purpose when you think about, well, the wedding is still going on. I want to also talk about how the episodes are 26 minutes. That's also very good. You got Ricky being a great grandfather. Now, the funny thing is, it's not about motel, about drugs, but he's been a great grandfather. You got Bubbles and Randy were pissed at each other because Randy got everything that Bubble was selling because of the Eon, which is super nice. Then we got Bubbles, and Bubble is doing so freaking well, which we love. Bubble is, oh man, I love this. Look at this. I'm just gonna be listening. Make you guys listen to it because it's so funny.
No time tying up the go. Fucking arsehole goes. I can't focus on that shit. There's too many good things happening. Car business is gonna start booming again. Feel it in my bones. America's gonna get hot, and I'll be selling these silver pictures back to fence. Oh yeah. Perhaps not the first thing very here. All the light contest in the league. Up $9,000 grand prize. Lost my win. I think the agents. Maybe all over the concern. That's a big deal, obviously. I like it. Talking to old stranger like this. I don't ready to go alone.
This is awesome. And what I really like here is that Bubble Funny is doing what he wants. Fixing cart, which was always his passion, taking care of kitties, always did. However, we mentioned the Legional, which is the regional of the Legion. And what is actually cool is I never made the idea was fucking dumb. I never made the fact that he's actually competing in the season. It was just to show the Legion, now he's competing, which is super fucking cool. Got more of Ricky and Bubbles. Lucy saying, hey, I want to have a baby. Now, the cool thing is, again, this is what we love about Trailer Park Boys. It seems like this. The confessional. You see Bubbles in the background. I fucking love this. Yeah, that's what we want. This is the banter they have. And Lucy wanting to be pregnant is kind of not necessarily annoying, but she's asking Ricky, hey, like do this, and it's kind of annoying because Ricky kind of is a free spirit. However, it's just to make the family closer. Got Randy complaining, and Randy you feel bad about it. Randy you feel really bad about it because how can I say this? He's always treated like shit, right? We got Sarah to come back, and the cool thing with Sarah is I can actually picture like Barbara having a midlife crisis, right? Donna, we don't care about her. Sarah's a good person. But the fact that she betrayed everybody was kind of shitty. She went to jail, then she come back and she's cool again. We have Ricky testing out new weed product, which is good because he got the drugstore. You got Julian with his bar. You had Ricky accident while he's banging. He's banging Lucy so hard he breaks the trailer, which is crazy because they just talk about how banging for making a baby was boring, right? So that's kind of funny. It is just some good old Trailer Park Boys. You got Bubbles again with Ricky being having arguments. And it's so fucking funny because Julian is doing customer because Ricky's making it too hard. So this is a moment that it's kind of fucked. It reminds you at which point the trailer park is fucked. We have Lucy was banging another firefighter. So again, it's kind of cool because they all have pass, and they're finally giving giving Lucy some more lines. What is actually really cool here is a couple things. So they're giving Lucy more lines. Why is that? Am I a big fan of Lucy? I don't mind the character of Lucy. I don't think she's the worst. She's not the best, but she's not the worst. However, what is really cool is since season 1, she didn't really have a lot to do. It's crazy how little she really told. And you just forget about it. You just forget. Wow, I didn't think that she had that much, but I still think that she had more than up to my packet's recording. That being said, it's so nice. Now the bad thing is, at the end of this season, there's a whole drama with her falsely accusing Bubbles of raping her, right? And then season 11, she's not there, so she finally had what it. A lot of people said Lucy wanted to be a bigger star, right? And it's kind of complex because I do understand what I don't agree with what she's trying to do, but I know. I understand it's like the Seinfeld cast. George Alexander George was always seen as George Costanza. Julia Louis-Dreyfus was always seen as Elaine, and Jerry Seinfeld was always seen as Jerry Seinfeld. You know. So it's I don't know. I have no clue. It's so sad, you know. For the people for Trip Our Boys, they will always be seen as Ricky, Owen, and Julian. Lucy will always be seen as Lucy. You think this law school had a lot of offer for work? No. What is really cool is in season 1, in episode 1, we're seeing Sarah come back, and then we're seeing Barbara and Candy. So Candy is a new character they introduced in season 10. Not my favorite, but she's not that bad. I remember not liking her at all, but she's entertaining. She's like a bad influence. Barbara's a complete bitch, right? Which is also cool because we had Sarah saying, "Hey, Barb's a bitch," and we have Donna. That's pretty much it. We have the girlfriend of Julian talking about the problem. We had episode 1, the plot being explained, which is really fucking cool because every time they do that, and they're like, "Hey," and it's so fucking funny because Candy just wants money. Barb is like, "Yo, the contract that you signed with Leahy was wrong. It's not legal," and then she just hates Randy. It does feel good, but at the same time, it feels a bit boring because if it wasn't for Randy, Donna wouldn't have this not really plot point, but she wouldn't have that much of even have that much of a story. I don't know, it's hard. She wouldn't be important, right? So we got season 10 episode 2, we're flying through. Season episode 2, if you want my money, you can suck my cock. So everybody is worried, and once again, it's something that I really enjoy because a part of the episode is that Julian is needing money, right? And nobody helps him. And it's always the same case. Always Julian has to take care of everybody. He's like pissed. He's like, "Yo, you're gonna have to pay your law fees and shit like that, right?" So that's good. Big lemonade. Crystal Lights. We have Leahy. And it's not because Leahy not being part of the first episode is completely crazy. Leahy was one of the most important characters. To me, it's possibly Julian, Bubble, Ricky, and then Leahy for sure. As important, but so the importance is often screen time. So Leahy was talking about it. Leahy will finally crack the code. He maintains his level at 1.12. Now, it's nuts because Julian has always said that. Julian has always been like, "Hey, pace yourself. Hey, pace yourself. Hey, pace yourself." And then leave and he does it. we have more of Steinberg trying to do a dirty contract. Steinberg kind of he is doing this Gracie shit, right? It's pretty boring. So now they gotta do a job to get the money, right? Now I forgot the job. The job is what? I completely forgot. We got if you put the music, I'm not able to film. I got copyrighted. Good. Yeah, Chiller Park, get the whole J-Rock with the accent, which again is so fucking boring. So you have him return, he has a new girlfriend. Now, the J-Rock, the whole thing, it's super boring, but it leads to some point. I'm gonna spoil it right now for you guys. This is much later on, but it gets spoiled in, so J-Rock, he found this girl, right? And MC's like, yo, he chose her over me. Like, nah, he's trying to get you a healthy environment to live in, right? He's trying to help you out, and you feel bad for J-Rock because his mom, she didn't have a father, so he's trying to give that to MC Fleury, right? It's kind of cool, but the Spanish accent sucks. Got MC Fleury who misses his father. You got Randy asking for loss fees, and Ricky saying you can suck my cock. What else? See, this one actually pretty good. It's a pretty good season. You can tell it's easier. Like season 8, season 9, wasn't having a hard time. Season 10 is actually pretty good. Season 11 is also pretty fucking good. Season 11 problem is Leahy because he's too much of Leahy. Season 12 is perfection. So you got Julian asking for Randy to collect law fees, and he gives a hug to Julian. You got Leahy who's working and getting some journal, which is really cool because he's retired. A lot of retired people are gonna be working small jobs. So Leahy doing this, he's happy. He's finding pacing himself with alcohol. He has taken over alcohol. And the funniest thing he says in this one, I don't know, I'm not a drinker, so maybe it's true, maybe it's not true. But he says, I am sober enough to know what I'm doing, and drunk enough to be having fun doing it. So that, it really rang a bell. Well, it didn't really ring a bell to me, but it really like, okay, well, this is kind of cool. I kind of fuck with that, right? So you got the girls going to Leahy and saying, hey, we need your help. And Leahy doesn't want to help them because it's kind of complex because Leahy doesn't do it to help the boys. Just stay out of shit, right? And it's nice because Leahy kind of moved out of Sunnyvale. So it's not like it goes back to season 5, episode 6. We can coexist. Don't let the shit line, we're good. Right? Which is something we saw. You got the girls kind of being mad with Julian because they're not fucking them, which is again the harem pimp. Bubble says, "Hey, if you need some help," Bubble's like, "Hey, if you need some help, I'm there," and people are telling him that he can handle it. So this actually serves no fucking purpose. The fact that people said to Bubble you can handle it serves no fucking purpose. You're just making fun of Bubbles in a good way. However, when Bubble is being called a nerd, and this season, like, okay, well, people are really messing with Bubbles, you know? So you got this, you got that. You got people that are getting the law fees. Marguerite said, I'll fuck you off, but you don't give me the, what should I call it? You don't give me the problems. She takes a nail clipper and she's breaking it. Ricky is breaking is fixing his trailer, and then Bubble asks him, am I a nerd? Right? He's like, no, you're not a nerd, you're a cool guy. And he tells, and that's the cool way. Bubble asked Julian, do I look like a nerd? And Bubble said, no, and Julian said, no, you're a cool guy. Then he asked Ricky, and Ricky tells him the truth. He said, yeah, you look like a nerd, but you're a cool guy. So it's kind of cool. So we got Barbara, Donna, and Candy, BDC, who takes over, he takes over, what should I call it? He takes over, the trailer of Leahy. We got Ricky asking for money for Randy. Now this is a cool part, but this is kind of like a weird part. So Randy says, hey, you owe us some money to Ricky. And Ricky's like, no, I'm best friend with the fucking owner. Suck my cock. And then Julian's like, yo, you owe us money, you do. And Julian's kind of right. Julian's kind of right in the fact that Ricky owe him money because he doesn't pay his rent fees. And Julian never gave a fuck because he wasn't the park owner, but now as the park owner, everybody has to give out rent, right? Now the problem is it could be seen as, well, Ricky, now that Ricky has money, we're gonna tax him. That's pretty much it. Another most interesting stuff is though, got more fighting with Ricky, and it's funny because in this one, when Ricky comes in to fight Randy, the first thing that Ricky does is he takes Randy's pants and pulls them up, which is, we know it's a secret weapon. So we have this, we have MC Flurry studying, and this is cool because him studying is, so this is really good writing actually. Season 9 was all about Steve Flurry accepting J-Rock as a dad. Now what it is to be a dad. So when he does his homework, J-Rock has to make sure that he's doing the homework. Lucy is banged up, and Ricky tells her he's afraid that kid, and she's like, I'm afraid too, we can be afraid together, right? And this is the coolest thing because this is Lucy being understanding of Ricky. This is the coolest thing. And that's pretty much it. So then Julian is freaking out. He said nobody can drink for free anymore, no more tabs. The problem is Julian wasn't paying people. So he wasn't paying people, they were taking part of the park. He wouldn't pay them, but when he goes to this bar, he would drink for free. So it was like an agreement, but he doesn't respect it. Bubble is sad because him and Ricky are fighting. Julian is seeing how much bills we have. Jerk asking, hey, I need some cash, can we do a job, right? So everybody's starting to talk about a job, and Julian's like, yo, I want to own a business. And the coolest thing about that was the whole time, Bubble always had this, I want to have my own business, I want to have a legit business and don't do crimes. And then at Freedom 45, Julian realized that Bubble was right all along, right? And Julian has this arc and he said, I should be able to make money, but I still have to commit crime. What the fuck is going on? You got Leahy and Randy, and this is actually a cool part because Randy and Leahy, they fight. And the coolest part is that Leahy and Randy actually took a break. So then Leahy gets a problem with Donna, Barbs, and Candy. Like, please, Bobandy, help me. And then Bobandy's like, you're drunk. And then Leahy started to tell them, dude, I'm good. And Randy is very impressed, right? He's very impressed. He's very, very impressed because it's, this is so good. This is so fucking good. Randy's impressed, but it's not enough. You had Bubble who started to be picked on, so he changed his old style, right? And it's so fucking cool because Bubble is like, yo, I'm a rude guy, I'm a gangster now. I'm a tough guy, Bubbles. And and it's so funny because they do a job. Julian, Bubbles, Ricky, T, and J-Rock, and then he's like, they could
Fucking in. Fuck you, way.
as the best.
I'm fucking into that, you know what I mean? I'm down with jobs. We need to make some real. Money? Put it on my car.
Because this is funny.
Spot drinks, doubles. Just take it easy now.
It's still a gangster, but you know the whole Bubble is still there. Take it easy now. I love this. So we have Leahy who's being completely drunk, but the really cool thing was he's eating a bag of chips and he has fucking squirrel in it. And it's the whole thing of Ricky having a squirrel once again, which is fucking funny. I love that. Leahy is not doing well. He has to deal with the three girls, and the three girls are pushing him to drink. See, at first when you see Leahy, he's okay, right? But now the more you fuck with him, he's looking more and more to drink some more. How much I'm allowed to drink, right? And then the first thing that happened, and this is a beautiful thing, he's able to pace himself, he's able to control himself. The first thing that happened, the very, very, very first thing that happened is he's supposed to stay at 0.12, goes to 0.16. Close enough. And then it's the beginning of the shit again. With the boys wanting to do a job. You got Bubbles with his fucking new getup, which is gangster. I love that. We talk about the job that they want to do. Sarah and Lucy, they're like, I don't care if you do a job, but we have to be in the job. We have to make it in the job. You got MC, and it's really tough because MC's like, yo, I don't like my new mom. And Gerald's like, yo, please try. I need your support, right? And it's hard because he's trying to be trying to do something good, but isn't able to. Now, speaking of loud noise, today I have something really cool happen. So I go to my father's to pick up my phone because I left my phone to upload more. And I see the boys, Jordy and Gordy. So you don't know, Gordy and Jordy are people that I met via the Blood Moon. We were watching the Blood Moon, and it was pretty cool. I was like old friends, you know. So the job that they do is they steal a bike from the city. Now what is really cool is for the first time we have Sarah and Lucy being there, which is kind of cool because we have women representation. If you look at it before, no women, and I'm sorry to say that, but no woman was actually kind of part of the story. You know what was the biggest part? The biggest part was Lucy, but the biggest part with Lucy was back with Ricky or not. The biggest part of Trailer Park Boys, it was possibly Barb at some point, but Barb is the owner of the park, so it was never about the ladies of the park. It's just Trailer Park Girls, right? It finally is. Now we do have a cool scene with the security of the campus saying, "Hey, gotta take those bikes." But it's more so of Ricky being a bullshitting genius and negotiating and fucking them over with his Jedi mind trick. So it's interesting, but it's the same. It's interesting, but it's not. It's really in the sense of, hey, we see something that we haven't seen, but it's not in the sense of this is something that did I really need to see it? Not really. So we have the boys. Now we have the ultimate titty twister. Brandy's the first one to set up the candy, like because she's a woman and she can't fight, right? You can't fight a woman, and then you get his nipple twisted, in a really bad sense. You can see that he's there. But the fun thing is, last episode, Leahy went to ask for help from Randy. Randy wouldn't help him, so when Randy asked Leahy for help, like, nope, I'm not gonna help you, right? But then you see, this is such a sweet moment. And you see how bad they treat him, and he feels bad. Look at this. This is the sussest, gayest moments of Trailer Park series. You'd think it'd be Leahy and Randy fucking, but no. This is it. He's rubbing ointment on his tits. Yeah. And it gets really sexual. But then Randy's like, no, I'm not sure about how I feel about this. The boys, they go in and try to sell the bike. The cool thing is that we get some new characters. The good thing is we get Officer Pencilcock. We saw him in season 9 as the partner appraisal. So the fact that we use these characters again is really nice, but they get a lowball offer, it doesn't work. They don't get enough. Then they have to sell the is that no, that's not it. So then Randy's like, yo, we have a really big problem, guys, try to stop them. But then because Julian's like, yo, protect the park, protect the entrance of the park. Nobody comes something that I don't want. So it's more so his problem. So now T, and I gotta love T here. I gotta love T. So T is kind of the uncle of MC Flurry by de facto. So then you protect him by MC Flurry. He's like, yo, this bitch is whack. And then J-Rock is like, no, she's not whack. She's my future wife, right? And then it sucks because he's like, J-Rock says the best thing that ever happened to me. And then T is like, is that the really best thing that happened to you? What about MC Flurry, right? So MC Flurry gets a girlfriend, and then J-Rock trying to act cool. But then MC Flurry says the truth. MC Flurry is like, yo, her family is normal. The boys are doing B&Es. And the B's and E's, this one is so fucking funny. Because, see, it's boring how every time that we meet a cop, Ricky is there to some situation in the same exact way. So it's boring. But this one is the fact that he's using something kind of funny. Say, I saw a drunk guy, like I have a purple nipple. So then the police called him in. That's really fucking funny. It's really fucking funny. So they steal furniture, which is, again, something we saw. Lucy freaks out because Ricky was supposed to bring her on a job, but he said no. Now they're waiting. that Corey and Trevor are saying, hey, we hide the stuff, we hide it in the lake. They hide the electronic in the lake. So then Julian's like, okay, well, what can we do? Yeah, I have to do another job. And then Ricky tells him, no, I can't do any jobs. So Julian's like, okay, well, fuck it. I can't take care of this. Enjoy not being here. And once again, it's Bubble that is the V team. He's the one that says to Julian, hey, please care. And Ricky's like, yo, try to understand Julian. And he tells Ricky to understand Julian, right? So it's really cool because this is what we saw. This is Trailer Park Boy, the same thing. The beginnings are not new. The fight between Ricky and Julian aren't new. Corey and Trevor, or Corey and Jacob fucking up, is not new. It's just that the stakes are higher. These stakes are higher, so same situation to be different problems. Which, as long as I'm doing something different, I don't care what, I'll accept it. I'll be happy about it, you know? I'll be happy about it. And then Julian finally tells Bubble, you look like a fucking dick. Right? And Bubble's like, okay, I can finally be myself. Which is cool because the whole thing, I think, serves a couple of purposes. The first purpose itself, or it tries to solve at the very least, is that Bubble is insecure. Which is normal, it's something that happens. I mean, the best of us, right? It's normal. But in this case, what is actually really cool is that the boys are like, yo, we like you the way you are. It doesn't really matter. So boys love actually fix the confidence of Bubbles, which is something we enjoy seeing. And that is pretty much it. Got season 10 until 4. Well, this one, after that, I have to go to the lakeshore to film some stuff. And I'm back at around 8 or 10 filming this. We'll be filming the nature corn the whole time, so it doesn't matter. We're gonna do something new with the GoPro. That should be fun. Trailer Park Boys, a bunch of commodities. So then they talk about how they use all the money. They used all of the money for Trinity's wedding in Canada for the park for Steinberg, and now we need to get the money back. We need to get the money back because now they look, and that's why Lucy was pissed. The problem is, you see, Ricky doesn't mind letting down people. He minds letting down Trinity. That's new. We got more Leahy and Randy, and it's fun because it's the first time. So see, Leahy and Randy being in this relationship is nice, but Leahy and Randy were in this relationship since season 1. We never saw the romance between Leahy and Randy. We know from the Christmas special that they used to be together because when Jim was a cop, Randy was a prostitute. We know that, but we never had this courting season or this flirting. Now we're getting that, and we're getting Leahy was making an effort, actually making an effort to Randy, and it's such a good thing because it's Leahy not being a fucking drunken mess that makes it. And this is even more, and this is gonna sound very sus, but there's a chance that Leahy, when he's drunk, he's bisexual. When he's sober, he's straight. And Leahy might need the perfect thing for Randy. Drunk enough to know he's bi, but sober enough to treat Randy's right? So that's really cool. They get back together, which is really nice. The boys are just chilling, and they're looking for a plan. And he's seeing this hat from Sam Lasco. We now have a business. So it's like, well, if we steal from someone, we're going to be stealing from Sam. Because he's Steinberg asks for more money, and more money, and more money, which is, again, added pressure for the boys, right? There's no guarantee to win. They're talking about we need money, so they do the plan to steal from Sam. Now, the whole thing is fucked because they don't have any money from the wedding, so now there's even more. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing of Ricky saying, "Hey, I don't want to do the job because I promised you said I wouldn't do it." So they have a plan to steal from Sam. Now Ricky is not doing it, but Julian tricks him and say, "Hey, all we're gonna do is drive us, right?" And she says, "Lucy's like, yo, there's pizza. Go get some pizza." So you got Leahy buying some tent, which serves two purposes. It's again to show that Candy, Barbara, and Donna really took over him. But it's an old girl thing to see Leslie Denser. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like Leslie Denser in season 9. I love him in season 10. I love him in season 10 to a point where you don't have any idea. There's always neighbors talking. It's not like talking to me, and I don't want to disrespect them. So, he's trying to keep up, and Leslie's trying to be a friend to Leahy, but it's like, no. Now they do the BME to the Denture King, which is also a business, and Trailer Park Boy Greasy Money. What ended up happening is they're having too much problem. Ricky ends up helping them, and Ricky ends up stealing the safe. So the safe is the way to do the job, right? They have problems. So what happened is they take the car and they fuck up the car. The car is Lucy's car. Now the cool thing with this is that Lucy isn't the first time we're seeing Ricky with this car. So it's not like, oh my god, you got a car out of nowhere. He gets it out. Jacob admit that they used the money from the wedding. Now they're really pissed. Ricky fuck up the trailer. He fuck up the car. Leahy trying to do peace with the girls. It doesn't really work. So because Ricky fucks up the car, Lucy is pissed and she wants to break up with him. But Lucy says, Ricky, please be honest with me, right? I'm sick of you lying. Which is gonna show up with a more honest Ricky, which is weirdly an improvement for Ricky, right? So then it's something because this episode the whole thing is Druck's making mama joke, which is boring. Ricky eats ground pizza. See, I'm having fun. There's just so little to say versus lore-wise, right? But it's still fun. See, now Leahy start to drink a lot more, and this is when it happened that he has 0.16, so he's kind of drunk. They open up the safe, think there's gold inside. No, there's only rotten teeth. They have no money. There's more noise complaining. So then Randy do some favor for Ted, which is sexual favor. Now, what I love here, what I absolutely love here, is Steinberg, even though he's greasy, he has some good moments. So, for example, Ted comes in and says, "Hey, Denture King was robbed today. Do you know anything about that, Julian?" He's like, "No, it's Steinberg free of charge." He says, "No, my client wasn't there. My client was there all day." And then Steinberg saved their asses. He's like, "We don't need to warrant to search your house." And he's like, "That's not my house. That's my business." So then he gets it, and then the plan to privatize the whole park is amazing. So privatizing the whole park is gonna bring in some really good scenes. For example, when it's gonna come out, you're not gonna be. You need warrants. You need search warrants, which is very important. There's more so you can smoke in a private space. So there's a lot of things that's going on that weren't going on before, and it's definitely an improvement from this series. Is it the best? No, but I'm telling you, season 10 was really enjoyable. Season 11 was a bit weak. Season 12 is perfect. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to give you guys a ranking at the end of my favorite season. I'm gonna end here. We're doing good. We're doing 10.5. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go chill a little bit. Go to the lakeshore. Then I'm gonna come back, and then when I come back, I'm gonna be making the video. I'm gonna be charging the 2 phones. That's gonna be pretty good, right? Sounds good. Sounds great. I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Oh my god, a lot of work. 10.9, okay. Ooh. See, I would have not enough. Why aren't you uploading? Okay. Love me, I hate you, I hate you, I hate everything about you. Why do I? Give me a sec. See, this is kind of nice. Yeah, okay. There you go. Good. Ugh. I have a little bit of this, all of disregard, and full point back on top of the fact that one kid see these cars, what I want you to want, what I want you to feel, it's like what I look because you believe this is real, so I go watching you. Turn your back as you always do. Face away, pretend that I'm not, but I'll be here because you're all my thoughts. I can feel the way you did before. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignorant. I won't change this damage anymore. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. No, hear me, I'm not gonna listen to me until you're not right now. Hear me, I'm not. You're gonna listen to me right here or not. Right, I can feel the way I did before. Every time we lie awake, and after every hit we take, every feeling that I get, but I have.
Imagine if I listen what I hate, I gotta say. Anytime of day, you're up and you jealous bitch. Look at that.
Be nice to me, dude. Be nice to Papa. Don't Link, it's your boy Hink. Welcome to the show. Welcome to having a wonderful day on this 30th May 2025. Today we're doing a really cool video. We're doing something that's really fun and I love doing, which is turning on the recording for my screen recorder. Today we're talking about BTS. We're talking about some behind the scenes. This is kind of like an update to the channel. This is something really cool. I'm going to do a short video because we have done already only, I'm not even joking. Wish I was joking when I say I literally already had, I literally already have so many freaking hours. No, I'm sorry. I can't remember this was today. Okay, so today we're celebrating because my death is finished. So we have a little bit of wine. We just did a nature corn. We just did a GoPro stroll. So maybe 40 minutes and hours. I don't know. So what ended up happening is we're gonna be changing something with the channel. Now this is gonna be a very, very, very minor change. This is a change for the better, which is again it's via the GoPro. So the GoPro is a camera that I love using. You guys saw multiple, if you guys are familiar with the channel, you guys saw multiple videos of me being in love with the GoPro. First of all, it's small, it's compact, the quality of the camera is amazing. It doesn't weigh anything, I can put it in my pocket versus, I would say another camera that couldn't fit in my pocket The phone is great. However, the phone constantly get full. So, in a lot of regard, with the GoPro, I have 1,000 gigs. On this tablet, I have 1,000 gigs. I'm recording, and this is a true story. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm recording more with these two phones together that I can upload. And I got four cameras. So of course, the plan will be to film, and then when we get a job, I'll be able to say, okay, well, I cannot film as much, so now I'm gonna be emptying. But that's pretty much it for now. Now that being said, because there's a lot to talk about. The GoPro is also the quality of the camera. So if I'm being completely honest, I bought a used GoPro about 2022, and this camera is better. The Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra is better. However, I do. That's good. It's very good. I do also use the Galaxy Z4. Galaxy Z4, I use it for the. I use it for the. I'm exhausted. I'm a bit tipsy, so it's hard to make videos right now. I use this for the selfie camera. So the selfie camera with these two, they're pretty similar. This one is a bit better, but it's really when you're doing a zoom in. It's really when you're filming the landscape. Like for example, right now we're filming a sunset, and I wouldn't be using this camera to do it. So it is a lot better. So the GoPro is better than this one, not as good as this one. So what I would like to do is, because also our sleep schedule isn't perfect. You guys have known that this is my dream to make content, so we do make content. However, I go to bed late. I go to bed at 8 in the morning. 8, maybe sometime 9. Why? Because I want to take advantage of the sunrise. The sunrise is at 5:30. So I'm usually up making videos until 7 or 8. Which is good. Now there's a problem with that. When I go to bed, I wake up at like 2 p.m. I want to do another set of videos. For example, right now, it doesn't look like it, but we're reacting to Trailer Park Boys, right? And it doesn't look like it, but I've already had 12 hours of Trailer Park Boys recap. And in a week, right? So I like to do videos when I wake up. So why? Because when I film video and I go to sleep, I've always make sure that I upload as much as possible. That way my phone gets empty, right? Even then, I'll wake up and I'll be like, yo, you're not done uploading. The day I wake up and I realize that I don't have everything uploaded is a winner day, because they're like, okay, well, it was working the whole night. So then I'm gonna be filming from like 3 to 4, because I wake up at 2, take a quick shower. I'll be filming at 3 or 4. I'll film for an hour and a half until this battery dies. So this battery will die before this battery, right? And then what I like to do, I like to go in, take a small break, watch my shows, watch Trailer Park Boys to recap. Then I'm gonna be watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood to recap. The problem that I'm having lately is we are charging we're charging too much, of course, but it's more than that. Is because we are not charging fast enough. So I'll go in, I'll do a full hour and a half, and then I'll do an hour. The battery's already dead, which is enough because that's 2 hours and a half. But it's not enough because I want to do more. By the way, we're playing the Tower, which is my favorite game. And the only reason we're playing the Tower is because we're making videos. I thought it was fucking thunder. Because there's supposed to be thunder tonight, and I want to capture it on camera. I got a text. Cool. Reddit. King Club. Okay, so the plan would be, and it's not because I talked about the plan. The ID came to me today. We did a taste test today. We did a test run today, and it was phenomenal. So this would be the new meta. I'm having. Oh my god, this is such a long story. I'm gonna do it quick, but it's such a long story. So we used to have this amazing skateboard, and this amazing skateboard got watered. They're telling you like, hey, it's a bit waterproof, but you can't go in puddles. But if you can't go in puddle, this is not waterproof. So we got in the rain and it stopped working. So Now we're using a scooter. The scooter, the battery isn't great. The battery's not great. Everything is kind of shitty, which is not a big deal per se, but still. Um, it's because it's old. It's old. The battery is not great. I'm too heavy for the scooter. The scooter has a 200 pounds maximum. I'm 207 and 60 something. Yeah. So we're a lot heavier than I'm supposed to be. So I used to go in certain places with skates. Like I go to longboard, so now the longboard is pretty restricted. Like I live in the Sheen, it's a coastal town that goes to the lake shore and just enjoy the lake shore, right? And I will go to the lake shore and enjoy it. It was really fun, don't get me wrong, it was really fun. However, it felt reductive because I'm like, you used to go to places, now you're stuck in the same city. So what I'm gonna start doing is, even that we have that, I'm gonna let the two camera here, the two phones here, plus the tablet, they're gonna be charging, they're gonna be uploading, and I'm gonna start taking the camera out for something called like a daily GoPro. So for example, when I do videos, I do a lot of videos that it's the original content, they're all coming from me. Like for example, this is the original content. I could do it on the GoPro because I'm going out. Things that I have to do recaps, I prefer to do them when I'm here because I have notes and I have everything I need to work, right? So yeah, so it would be something I did daily. Now, super simply speaking, the reason as to why we're doing this is, first of all, we're using a different camera. I do love the camera of the GoPro. There is this transition. There's almost this. It's so weird to explain. It's almost like a round camera. Because we have a round camera, the image here is clear. But in here, it's like, whoa, it's fusing with whatever. That's actually really cool. I like the quality of the camera. I like that there's different camera. I like the fact that there's different camera a lot. This has always been something that I've been looking for. This has always been something that I wanted. This is huge for me. This is extremely important when it comes to choosing. And lastly, which is even more important, is the fact that I want my phone to relax. I want them to be able to upload, and I want them to be able to charge correctly. Now, we're going to be starting to bring my phone at my father's house during the night. We're going to be keeping it on the charger, but at the same time, we're going to be uploading. So that's going to be amazing because instead of having one Wi-Fi, we're going to have two Wi-Fi. We've been doing work behind the scenes to make sure our Wi-Fi is stronger because lately we've been feeling motivated. I've been feeling in the mood to do things. I've been really in the mood to create. So that equates to a lot of content being filmed. And by bringing it to my father's, so what you do is the Wi-Fi will work and it will have, for example, the 6 devices connected, so they all work for 6. If two devices connected are asking for a lot of energy, it'll be worse. So what I will start doing is I'll start disconnecting every single Wi-Fi device. I already disconnected most of them. I only have the tablet and the computer to do, and that's pretty much it. So it's gonna be super simple. The goal once again would just be to have enough Wi-Fi to upload, to fully empty our phones both day or the day, each and every single day. Again, the reason is extremely simple. The more we upload, so when I'm saying that my phones are full, I'm not necessarily saying that they're full from today. I'm saying that we film a lot. There's some content I filmed. See, it's crazy. So I'm able to upload a certain amount of content every single day, and I work every single day. But for example, if I'm able to upload, I'm giving a number like that, 60 gigs of content per day, but I'm filming for 70 gigs per day. Then I have 10 gigs, and those 10 gigs are becoming more and more. Now, I know what you're saying, Ink, who fucking films 70 hours, 70 gig of gameplay, of content? Well, I just gave you the answer, gameplay. So, for example, right, the tower will play around 4 hours per day. So 4 hours per day is about 40 gigs. Now, just there, this is insane because we're filming on 3 devices. So that's 40, that's 40, right? That's 120. Right there, just there, I don't have enough Wi-Fi to fix it. Now, for the tower, I did find something, and that's a really good news. The longer the videos are, the bigger they are, but also the less time they take to upload. So, for example, a video that is 60 gigs long, right? We'll give you an example. Will take less time to upload than a 40 gigs video. I know what you're saying. Ink, that doesn't make sense. You're absolutely right, that doesn't make sense. However, a single video of 60 will upload faster than multiple videos of 40. I don't know how it works. I don't know why it works like that, but it does. If I could do one video of the tower per day, I'm sure it would be better. Also, there's the fact that YouTube only allows 100 videos a day. Now, the 100 videos a day, we often reach it on the gaming channel. It's not a problem with the main channel, but again, I don't want to restrict myself. I'm in a prison right now. The prison is either I don't have enough battery, either I don't have enough storage. Now, imagine the prison being either I don't have enough battery, either I don't have enough storage, or either I can't upload anymore. Those are three things that could fuck me over. So it's always managing resources and always making sure that we're preventing the worst. Anyway, that being said, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Abracadabra. Okay, so this is done. This will go here. Oh. Okay, good. So here's it. Jean Chalit. The fuck is Jean Chalit? Jean Chalit. Who is that? Yeah, what a weird thing to say. Don't blink. Yes, you blink. Okay, then we'll have a wonderful day on this 30th of May 2025. We are back with some Trailer Park Boys. first of all, I just want to talk about it. I just wanted to talk about how much I'm enjoying the season. I want to apologize before we start. I know this is a weird thing to say, and I probably already said it, but most of you guys will not watch the whole video, so I want to do it in the beginning of the video. I want to apologize for the lack of interest. In season 8, some season 9, I was going through pretty bad episode of depression. We're doing a lot better now. There's good days, there's bad days. And I gotta say, season 10, I'm really enjoying it. The reason why I was so nervous to recap or review them is because I felt like this was a great show that I enjoy, and the show is better than me constantly criticizing it. And it was really weird because yes, I've watched a cold season so often, but the new season, I don't know why, I kept going back to them. And I was like, dude, this is so much shit. When I came back to them, and right now we're seeing season 10, and it's fucking phenomenal. Can I say I'm not a fan of season 11? However, season 12 is probably the best season ever. So I'm actually really excited. And by the way, we might finish season 10 today. And we have season 10 until 5. If we finish it today, I'll have season 11 tomorrow. And if I finish season 11 tomorrow, then on Sunday we finish it. Now, I will take a little break. No, that's not true. I'll do Monday, I'll do the special. Yeah. So, anyway, enough with the blah blah. Let's do it. I know lately my recap, my reviews are, my reviews are more so like recaps of shit. It's not because I'm just interested. It's just that the beginning season where are almost wait at 2020. Oh, what a fucking beautiful. Really, that's a beautiful name. That's a beautiful name. Reddit dating. So, like I was saying, there's been so much that's going on. The newer seasons are also interesting, but the fact that you cannot talk about them is because the board of producing them, first of all, and everything that's coming from an interview is from SquareNet. So you know it's different also. I'm not trying to be negative, right? But back in the days, see, actually, this actually is something that Matt Damon has talked about. But like Matt Damon gets at the talk. However, in this topic, he's right. So what happened is, back in the days, we used to make better movies because even if a movie wasn't making enough money, they would have the DVD sales. Oh shit. Okay. The DVD sale would do something. For example, right? A movie costs 110 million to do. The movie in theater made 90 millions, right? You lost money. Now, with the DVD, you made 60 million. So your whole profit is 50 millions. The DVD extra. I don't think you guys understand. From season 1 to 5, Enter the Bible, there's 5 hours of deleted content. I think it's to season 6, I'm not sure. I wish I was joking. The Jay the Power Boy first movie, the DVD, there's as much deleted extra content deleted scene as the main movie. It is mind-baffling. So you see, with Netflix it's better, but at the same time there's less behind the scene, which is okay. I don't mind. So we have, if you don't believe it, it's not real, which is, I don't understand. Oh yeah, okay. So it's kind of fucked up. We got Ricky, who promised Lucy to be back and nice to her. He has a freaking, dude, this is so good. I forgot how good this was. Ricky promised to be nicer to Lucy, so he cooks her a freaking pancake, and he gives her a carrot. The carrot isn't clean, there's still the skin. It's kind of disgusting. He has her own flour, he wakes her up, and that's really cool. The scene itself is a bit boring, but the scene that is really cool is you're seeing you're seeing like this is the key. This is the knob hole, the knob, the doorknob hole, the knob hole. Because you're seeing this. What is really, really, really interesting is that I don't know how to say it. Is the perceived notion that this is it is the perceived notion that this is not a notion. It is the perceived notion that okay, well, you know what, this is not filmed. So it is filmed, but it's pretending like it's not filmed. So Lucy right here, she's done with Ricky. She feels like he's a fucking asshole, right? And that's cool because Ricky is really mad at this, and Ricky is really mad at this because he's blaming Julian for this. He has a new formula for the 5 hours wheat energy. Now the cool thing is with this, when you actually look at multiple, and this is a true story. When you look at the energy drinks, most of these are made in lab, right? There are chemicals. There's a lot of chemicals. Look at the 5 hour energy. When you look at who created the 5 hour energy, it is a fucking doctor. It is a fucking doctor. The fact that we have 5 hour do energy, that cool, is coming back to nature. See, what I love with the trailer park is they don't fuck with pills. They don't fuck with pills. They don't fuck with cocaine. They don't fuck with chemical stuff. They fuck with hash, weed, and mushrooms, which are all natural. This is what I really enjoy. Keep it natural, baby. So we have the fighting. They have this new formula that Leahy is trying to defend himself, and I gotta say, Leahy is really trying to fight himself. And what I absolutely adore in season 10, and I didn't really notice before, is that yes, they're all bitches to Leahy, but Barb actually is pretty nice. Now the coolest thing is in season 9. No, this is the coolest thing. In season 10, Leahy Barb blackmailed Leahy, saying, if you don't help me, I'll tell your secret to the whole world. And we don't know what the secret is. The secret is he's Ricky's father. So he's not Ricky's father. So it's so complex. It's so fucking complex. So, it's so complex. This is one of the hardest thing in Trailer Park Boys. So Leahy was the father of Ricky, but Ricky feels like his father was Ray because Ray raised him. However, Leahy isn't the father, so we don't know who the father of Ricky is. It's a bit secret. They're doing a truck which is supposed to be easy peasy. It's not easy peasy to get shot. And the funny thing is, he shoots Jacob. That's my son-in-law, and this is cool because Ricky actually really pushed the plot that hey, I care about you, you know. And even though how can I say this? It is nice to see. It is nice to see, but it's sad to see because the boys being worried about Corey, about Jacob. Sorry, remind us of how they treated that shit, Jacob and Corey. So the fact that he treated Jacob better is good. Now the thing with this scene is that it's more so Ricky that pushes them to go fix Jacob, right? And we know he does it for Trin. But I believe there's some part of Ricky that really likes Jacob. I think, subconsciously speaking, Ricky sees himself in him. And it's because, it is so fucking funny because when I see it in season 8, I didn't talk about it because I thought it was kind of sad. But Ricky's like, why did you love Jacob? Why him? And Tracy said he's perfect, he's just like you. Which is really cool. And I think that Ricky realizes that Jacob is actually, I gotta say, Jacob is becoming not my favorite character, but he's becoming a character that I like. Early season Jacob, I don't dislike him. I don't like him. I can do with or without him, I don't care. However, Jacob is actually really well written. But first of all, when you think about it, Jacob comes from the Collins, which is a cool family. We like Philadelphia Collins with like a dirty burger. Have the men crush on Julian, which is stupid, it's cringe, but it's akin to Leahy thinking about Sexion. And first, it's last of all, he ends up becoming the son-in-law of Ricky. Again, I'm going to repeat myself. I said this so fucking often. I'm tired of talking about it, but Ricky is the only family man. So everything that we know about family from the Trailer Park Boys, every vision of family that we have from the boys come from Ricky, no matter how fucked he is. Julian doesn't have a girlfriend, doesn't have kids. Bubbles doesn't have a girlfriend, doesn't have kids. You know? And now, what is really, really, really cool here, and this is really pushed, but it makes so much fucking sense, and I love this. Ricky, oh my god, I just realized this right now. This is perfection because in in the past, we had Ricky trying to be a good father, like trying to be a really good father. Now we have a Jenna that's grown up, a Tricky that's grown up, and she has a baby. But she has a baby in season 8, which is the first season of the new era, if you will. So then the whole thing could be about Ricky being a good grandfather, which is fucking nice. Because Leahy is drinking more and more and more and more. And now it's nuts because this is also super smart, narratively speaking, but not that great. So Leahy comes in and says, hey, I got this really good, I got this really good technique. I don't know how long it's been, but it's proven. And then he kind of doubted the technique itself. And you could believe that Leahy was placeboing the thing. He wasn't getting Leahy drunk, he was getting drunk, which is a comfortable thing for him, but he wasn't going to the pass out level. So was he drinking too much, or was he drinking not enough? Doesn't matter, because placebo effect meant, okay, I'm drinking the perfect amount. We have Sam Blasco, which is really good because Sam Blasco brought back from the last season as a caveman. Now he's a fucking Dexter King, which is stupid. He said somebody stole my mom's teeth, and Bubble kind of admit that it's them, so they take it. Now they drag the body of Sam Blasco, which is fucking dead. Cool thing here is Blasco is like, yo, the cool thing here is that Blasco is, oh man, this is why I love Sugar Power Boys so much. The cool thing here is that Blasco kind of makes amends, and then kind of go back at it, but he had a reason to. Like, once again, the boy fucked me over, so let's fuck them over. It's not war. It's not. There's a purpose for that. Versus season 8, who is only friendly with fucking Silence, right? Now in this one, there's a whole car talk about, oh my god, you killed Sam Blasco, and like, no, you don't kill. Now, why is that good? Is because back in the days, there was a podcast, and this is a true story. There was a podcast. So I got Netflix around during the pandemic, actually. So we're talking 2020. So we got Netflix, and I was watching the podcast a lot, but like every single day, right? And with the podcast, what I would do is they would reference the show in itself. So when they reference the show in itself, they're like, okay, well, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about because, again, I have no clue of what you possibly mean. I got new neighbors today, brand new neighbors. So yeah, so they kept talking about. Ricky was saying, oh, maybe I killed him, and Julian was like, no, you didn't kill him. And Bob said, no, you would never do that. And Ricky's like, yo, if you thought you did, and because you thought you did, it was Sam Blasco, right? But again, it's one of their way to sell the series. So the thing with Sugar Power Boys, and that's a bit of a problem, but it's a bit of solution. So a bit of problem because if you don't follow the podcast, if you don't follow the shorts, if you don't follow the show, if you don't follow everything that's in between, you're not gonna go what's up. You're not gonna go like, holy shit, I know what's going on. But if you do follow him, that's a complete universe. I'm telling you guys, the Trailer Park Podcast, we go on every single day, every single week for 10 years. A shit ton of content, right? And most of the podcasts, just like the later season, are bullshit. They talk about everything and anything, right? But it's still, there's time. And even if a minute of each podcast was something from the lore, we'll have 520 minutes of lore, which is about 5 hours and I don't fucking know, but 5 hours something. So yeah, Sugar Power Boys. We're talking about how they killed Sam. They dropped Sam. They lost us to death. We rescued Sam. Sam is still alive. We ran away, which is really cool. It's really cool. We're going back to the park, and this time he's still fucked. And it's so funny because this time Ricky lost a door. The last time we jumped it, he lost a bumper, and Lucy was pissed at him. And another text. Dude, I love Reddit. King side. So now more problem with Ricky and Lucy. And as much as I like this relationship because they're working through shit, it's just bullshit because Ricky keeps on pushing her. So at first you're like, Lucy, you're complaining too much. Lucy, stop complaining. Lucy, you're boring because you're complaining so much. But now you're like, Ricky, you're fucking up so much. She has the right to complain, right? Yeah, Sam who tells the boys that his mother told them not to fight. We got Barb's blackmailing Leahy, and this is one of my favorite moments. So this is very telling of what's gonna happen. So here Barb comes in, and she doesn't even come in with Donna. She doesn't even come in with Candy. She still needs the help of Leahy. She's still in it as leverage versus Leahy, but she's doing better and she's nicer. So when at the end we have Barbara, who by again Sunnyvale. Oops, spoiler. This is good. This is really good. You got the boys who have what is that already? Oh yeah, they have the thing that they sold. Now the cool thing is the truck that they have is filled with liquor and filled with gambling machine. So first, Steinberg is like, yo, give me the money, I'll give you the information, you do whatever you want with the truck. And then Julian, instead of selling them, he's buying the machine, gambling machine and the liquor. Now this would be cool if we didn't have this in season 8. So this is rehashed stuff. But again, it's not like they rehash it every single season. They rehash it once. Let's not complain about it. You get a season 10, episode 6, Unlimited Drugs. Yeah, what a title. So this is really good. So in episode 4, talking about privatizing the park and making it a casino. And season 5, in episode 10, in season 10, episode 5, other material. And now you have the confirmation. And the funny thing is, it takes fucking Randy with a bow tie to say, okay, well, his job changed. This is fucking stupid, but it works. So you have the girl coming in and Leahy saying this is prioritize. Once again, the plan to prioritize it is actually really good. Really, really, really good. Now, Julian's like, oh, it's working really well. People work really well. You got a couple of cool lessons with J-Rock and with MC. There's a cool moments where MC constantly disrespected J-Rock. And you know, it's nice because it isn't gonna happen at disrespect. We don't mean if what if we fought today. It happens, you know. But in MC, I gotta say I love the character of MC. I like the character of MC. He's thoughtful, his reflections are nice. Kind of the results of the fucked up relationship with his dad. We got Julian. The problem is people are coming in for free weed. Oh, this scene is so fucking important. This scene is so fucking important. So you have this. Wake me up. Tired. It is a fuck up. This is Ricky betraying, well, not betraying, but hurting Lucy again and again, and Sarah. And this moment, this is what I want from Sarah. This is what I want from Lucy. Lucy's like, yeah, but he's trying. And then Sarah, this is such a powerful scene. We're not talking about it. So it's such a powerful scene because you have Sarah that says, hey, don't go back with Ricky. Do not go back with him. But she can tell by the way that Lucy looks at Ricky that she will go back with him. There's nothing that she can do to stop it, right? Which is something I really enjoy. Yeah, Bubble, this is really cool because Bubble is practicing for music. And you think he's practicing for the bar, but he's also practicing for the Legion. And this is why I didn't make the connection in the first place of the Legional being something from the show. Because you never see Bubble practicing. There's never a mention of the Legional until it happens. So Julian's like, yo, you're gonna be playing for me. Then people come in and say, yo, I want free dope. And they want free dope. And Julian's like, what the fuck happened? And now this is the best thing. Let's talk about how Bubble and Ricky kind of fucked it up. So with alcohol, you were saying unlimited alcohol, which is legal. Weed is not legal. But since it's a private property, you can kind of do whatever you fucking want. You got Leahy coming in, saving fucking Randy, which is good. This is good. This is really good. He's saving Leahy, Randy was captured by the tree. Bitch, yeah, bitch. It's so cool because this is kind of like a trailer park itself. It's a camping ground and a trailer park, right? So I love that. It gives a sense of community, a sense of universe to it. He saved Randy, but they were shoving frozen mackerel up his ass. Don't ask me why. Everybody that comes in wants free drugs. Now the funny thing is that Ricky said free drugs, and he didn't mean it. And then when they want free drugs, like no, not everything is free. Everything is inclusive. They're both fucking pissed. Now J-Rock actually did something cool for his kid. Like I understand that you need space. It is funny because with J-Rock, that's actually really good writing. So with J-Rock, with MC Flurry, he's trying to get Marsha to be his mom, right? And he tells him, and he doesn't listen. And then Julian tells him, it's like fuck. At the same time, people told me, you know. So they tell me, if you need some space, you got the space for you. So like, okay, that's pretty cool. You got Leahy and Randy being back. This is them getting closer. And again, it's Leahy actually making an effort to get Randy. However, at this effort, he becomes drunker. So a sober Leahy making the effort to get Randy, amazing. A drunk Leahy making the effort to get Randy. We saw this once, we saw this twice, we saw this 3 times, we saw this 4 times, you know. So Julian is kind of pissed. People told him that was free dope. Now, it's so fucking funny. You see the ads? I want to show you the ads because it's so fucking funny. Oops.
It's fucking awesome to see it. Let me see the fucking thing.
Look at this, like this. Look at this. This is awesome. I love this. Manivelle. I love that it kept it in. I love that it kept it in. This is so funny. One of the funniest pieces of content they ever done was in Austin, live from Austin. So Bubble wants to be an actor, wants to be a celebrity. And he's like, yo, I'll do, he doesn't say I'll do whatever it takes, but wants to be a celebrity. So then he comes in and he does his impression. So he does Pulp Fiction, he does Terminator, and he does Sling Blade. And the Sling Blade impression. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. You get the ads, and then he tells them, and then they fight. Now that's a really cool thing because they're fighting, and technically speaking, this is all that's going on. Ricky fucks up, Julian gets really mad, and he goes too far, and then they fight. It's happening with my father today. Today I had a battle with my father. He said some mean stuff, and I don't know. So then Jimmy Kimmel calls him. And then the cool thing with that was that Jimmy Kimmel is a huge celebrity. The cool thing with that is because, how can I say this? It's a celebrity that's making part of the show, right? But this is also a showcase of how big the trailer park was at the game. It become an household name. I would say that's thanks to YouTube, that's thanks to Netflix. Yeah, we went to global. So by showing this is really cool. He invites Jimmy Kimmel. And this is also good because when Snoop, when Ben Branson, and when Tom Arnold come in, they can say, oh, we saw you on Jimmy Kimmel, right? That's really, really cool. Now, the interview in itself is fucking phenomenal because they're being honest. But what I really enjoy here is the interview is nice, but the second thing is it really feels real. Like, it really feels like it's an interview. You got MC Flurry who wants to leave, and that's a really cool moment for the first time. You're actually listened to MC Flurry. And that's a great thing about the relationship. So J-Rock assumed what MC Flurry wanted, and MC Flurry was happy with what he had, you know? So, it's kind of sad, but at the same time, it's purposeful. We have this. We have Leahy being completely fucking drunk, and you need to drink. And this is actually a really good, really good place. So, he comes in the house, and everything he does, get in trouble, they start drinking. And he's like, I need a pint. And the cool thing is, the whole season, he tells you how much he needs. Now, we don't really measure, but he drinks the whole bottle, right? And he just bought it. So now they make peace, they fix the car, They're good together, and it's fun. Uh, and again, it's something that this is something the new season they do better than the old season. So the new season is all about the boys, right? And the boys being close and the boy being together, and it's fun. It's fun because it feels like something that would happen. It feels like they would have those conversations. This is why I love the podcast so much, because it feels like something that would happen, right? But at the same time, what I have a problem with, at the same time, what I have a problem with is, see, it's nuts because at the end, this is the universe of Trailer Park Boys. Having these scenes with the three guys, it's so amazing. But we would have needed them from the get go. Now we got them a lot from the podcast, you know. So this scene is actually really, really, really nice, and yeah. So I'm liking this scene, but it's just something that I would have wanted more. And when it happens, I'm like, this is so good. I want more of it. And I think there's also the fact that I did watch the episode before. I think I know how the show ends, and I know how rare they are. But we have the three boys coming together and figuring shit out together. So this is fucking humongous. Season 10, episode 7. Everything up in smoke. So we got Ricky, who's fighting. No, Lucy gives shit to Ricky, and she's like, yo, I need the money for the wedding. And Ricky said, I don't have it. Julian doesn't give me money. Now he's pissed at Julian. So this is another case of the boys fighting. This is actually why I was against the first episode. The last one where they were talking, like, you give me a really good moment with the boys, and then you give me them fighting, and you binge watch the whole shit. It's like, okay, well, don't do something and just the next scene take it away. Like, hey, we found a solution to your sickness. Oh, well, this medication didn't last. It didn't work. Why did you do it? So they're working together, which is really cool. Snoops comes in, which is fucking huge. See, to be honest, Snoop in itself, is he a bigger star than Jimmy Kimmel? I don't know. But Snoop in itself, and again, I'm gonna get some hate for that. I don't care. Was I ever a fan of Snoop? Not really. I did like some of his songs. So Go to Church was really good. Vital was really good. Jump Like It's Hot was really good. I was born in the 90s, so Jump Like It's Hot was really, really, really popular. The thing with Snoop is, especially the Trailer Park Boys, introduced me to Snoop, which is kind of, in a sense, crazy. Imagine this, the Trailer Park Boys introduced me to Snoop. Who would have thought? Who would have guessed? Not me, not this guy. So yeah, so this is what's really cool. This is what's really, really cool. Is that there? So this is complex also. You're all gonna die at the same time, guys. Come on. This is cool because to me, a nice partnership is they did two podcasts. So the first podcast is they went on Snoop podcast, and then Snoop went on their podcast. Lately, by the way, they did the same thing with Steve-O. Steve-O went on their podcast, and they went on Steve-O podcast, which I absolutely love. Now, the funny thing is, Trailer Park Boys, episode 42 of the podcast is the Jackass. So they already met Steve-O. So Steve-O has been on the podcast 2 times. So, you know? But with Snoop, that's what it is. Now, with Snoop, there's a lot of content that's not edited. So, for example, there's a boat party, and it's Snoop that's organizing it. And it just feels real. But what it feels even more real is just a conversation. Episode number 6 was, to me, a godsend. It was just so fucking funny. But also, the fact that Snoop is really close to Bubbles, right? And he calls Bubbles Bubs. And it's not his characters. Like, it's not about those characters being real, but making them feel real. And to make them feel real, have people that you already know call them by their name from the actor. For example, if you watch a show, right? For example, I'm watching Jersey Shore right now because it's funny as fuck. If I was watching Jersey Shore, and an actor didn't like, and he was cool with them, I'm like, okay, well, let's give this a chance. Would I like him? I don't know. Would I give it a chance? Absolutely. No question asked. Not even a problem there, concern. So with this, I'm really liking this. Tom Arnold, again, I was really rough with him. At the end, he does have a good role. It's just the amount of place that he takes. But then, yeah, how can I say this? It's a really different experience to watch a show to recap it versus watching a show to enjoy it. You pay more attention to details. Tom Arnold character is annoying. Tom Arnold character is too much, too intense. It's like you're here for a couple episodes, but you're acting like your main cast. However, Tom Arnold character is possibly the best character of the show. Why? Because he lived the fan dream. When Tom Arnold he says, I watched every episode. Most of the fans already did watch all the episodes. My god, the shitmobile. Everybody would see the shitmobile and say, oh my god, this is a shitmobile. You would hear Ricky talk and like, this guy's fucking stupid, right? And that's so fucking funny. So we have Tom, which actually redeemed himself. The acting was good. We have Ben Benson. I didn't know who he was. I still don't know who he is. Does it really matter? Not really. But he smokes a lot of weed, so the boys like him. Now the cool thing is that Snoop is there. J-Rock, once again, J-Rock character here, not my favorite, because he comes in, it's like, yo, I need a fucking contract, right? So you got Leahy here coming to see Randy, and what is really cool about this is every time they see each other is through the fences, right? Now, a lot of people would think that, oh my god, this is so cute. The fans represent their inability to love each other. The fans represent that doesn't hold them together. No, it's because Leahy is fucking traitor. He's banned from the park, right? But it's still kind of cute. Visually speaking, it is very cute. So you have this, which is really cool. You got Tom Arnold who's driving this shit mobile. You got Bubbles. This is so fucking nice. Bubble really does a good job here. So he was like, I want to go hunting shopping cart with you.
Probably do that. We could do a 50-50 split on anything we make. No. You keep all the money. It's just something on my list. I gotta do it. I never turned down for you later. Well, just wait, Nate. We can make a deal, okay? I'm playing at Legion tomorrow.
So it's just nice because Tom Arnold character, yes, is intense, but if he's part of the boys, that's cool. I don't want him to be in front of the boys. I want him to be, if he's next to the boys, I don't care, right? So Bubble really introduced him, and he has the shopping cart. You got Ricky presenting to Snoop the drugstore. And the coolest thing is he bring Lucy and Sarah. So there's two cool things here. This is possibly a good way for Ricky to get a sorry in, because he owes an apology, first of all. Second of all, it's also fucking cool because the boys, they don't treat Snoop as a celebrity, but he is a celebrity, right? It's like, how would you react to seeing fucking Snoop Dogg on the screen? It's what the girl does. Not the girls as women, but the girls, Lucy and Sarah. Trailer Park Girls. So we have Leahy coming back to Leslie. And what I fucking love here, what I absolutely fucking love here, my favorite fucking part of all of this is that Leahy and Leslie together. Again, when I was watching the thing, not the more.
You ready to dig in? Yeah. Let's dig in. So good. Are you gonna eat your watermelon? You wanna eat that? No, that's yummy. Try it.
No! Please, again! Please.
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
What?
Please, on my plate.
Yeah, here you go. Fresh watermelon.
No.
What?
That's my melon.
That's Dada's.
No.
Why?
That's mine.
Excuse me, sir.
That's mine. Please.
Okay. Here you go.
Okay.
Just two best buds eating watermelon together.
Yeah. Come here, Sully.
Come here, Charlie. No, he's patting the chair.
Here you go. Cheers. What's that song? No, thank you. What? I don't want it.
My watermelon! I'm still gonna eat it.
I don't mind it.
Watch this. Try it with me.
Try it. It's too hard. But
Watch this. You ready?
Choo 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 choo. I gotta say, once again, Leslie and Leahy, wow. Because all Leahy does is drink, right? But all people do is tell Leahy not to drink. So with Leslie also being an alcoholic, see, this is the insane part. The only other alcoholic we had in the series was Ray. So because the only other alcoholic that we had in the series was Ray, and Ray and Leahy ate each other more, kind of canceled out, right? One good, one evil. But now, with Leslie possibly teaming up with Leahy, both are fucking drunk. It's amazing. And what I love about this the most is they're prouding each other up. It's like two pieces of the same coin. The same side of... So you got a coin, there's tails and a tail. What if you had a two-faced tail? Two-faced coin. That was what you get with them. And what I love is he has a liquor and he forces Leslie to drink. And it's actually quite nice because it's actually quite nice. You have the gun, he's putting it. You got Tom Arnold who's taking a picture, hugging the guts of Randy, which is really, really, really weird. You got the boys talking about the money veil, and Snoop Dogg being really cool to MC. You got Ricky's working on a recipe for the fire energy. Trin is getting shit. Shit looks good, dude. Shady looks good.
It's not my fault. That's fucking...
So basically what happened is, and this is crazy because I don't think, we're season 10, episode 7, and I don't think we ever seen Trinity mad at Ricky. That's crazy. You got Bubble getting the shopping cart, and this is assessment of how Tom Arnold did.
Still got the fucking flapper on it. That's $23. $23! Holy shit! I thought today was gonna be a shit show, you know. Tom said he wanted to go home first. I thought, oh, you know, fucking babysitting, you know, fancy guy from Hollywood. Then it starts raining horse cocks, and normally I'd pack in because, you know, it gets dangerous. You can be blasted with lightning. He was a trooper. He wanted to stay out. Next thing you know, he throws up the clock and it's a fucking 2100 suits. Perfect condition. Fucking natural. It's a perfect game. The weather is perfect.
It's really, 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 really good. So then the shopping cart, they go back, they talk about how well they did. Everybody is having fun except for Ricky, Julian, and Randy, and they're having fights. Now the cool thing is, Barb's come in, and it's just for fighting, but Randy comes in. It's nuts, because so technically it doesn't serve a purpose more than just being stupid. It doesn't serve a purpose just being more than shitty, but it does serve a purpose. So Randy comes, Barb, Donna, and Candy comes in, the fights. Randy comes in, and then Steve Rogers comes in. So Steve Rogers showed the money veil as fast people fighting. The cool thing is people hear that Snoop is in here, so Steve Rogers actually tries to interview him, and then Julian protects Snoop Dogg, which I thought was really cool because it's an inclusive resort. They have liberty, but it doesn't mean that they don't have access to privacy, right? We got Lucy and Ricky.
Fuck yourself, you two fuck.
I didn't want to talk about it because it's kind of greasy, even for the trip are boys. But Tom offered money to fuck Lucy, and he offered money to Julian, and then Bubble was like, "This is kind of greasy, isn't it?" And Snoop was like, "No, because they're not together. If they were together, sure, it's greasy, but they broke up, so all is fair." So then Julian said, "I'm gonna try to talk to him," and then he kind of broke the deal. The funny thing is, Tom offered 10,000. Julian talked to Sarah. He offered her 5,000, and Sarah offered Lucy 4,000. So it's super nice. But they're really fighting. Tom They agree. Randy and Candy fight. They have bets on who's gonna be the winner, and that's pretty much it. I really enjoy the fact that that Ricky was pissed at Julian because this is going too far. So then Julian asked Snoop, "Listen, bro, I have money issue. Can you invest?" And Snoop's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll invest it." And it's all thanks to Steve Rogers because Steve Rogers like, you think about Moneyville, and Snoop is like, "This is the best place ever." So it does for a purpose. You got Super Bling Cowboy, which is possibly some of the funniest thing ever. You got 50%, we're good. You got Bubbles with you got Bubbles in a shed, which is super cute. Look at this. The kitty.
Get off me.
Hey, little buddy, are you having a
Get off me. Get off me. Look at this. This is funny. This is.
You okay, little buddy, are you having a nightmare?
It's so cool. Look at this. Look at this shit. These degrees on the bullying. Tom, he understands the situation. Tom actually does a good job in saying like, "Yo, let's get bullied too," and he reassured Bubbles. Now, this is the funniest thing. This is
Or else.
every
By the way,
season together. This is the funniest thing ever. You have to watch this.
I slept like a baby up here last night.
Baby, huh? Just listen to this. The geese. You're fucked. You're fucked, bud. Bubble, you're fucked. That's amazing. We got Snoop just chilling there. It's kind of cool because there is a scene with Corey talking to Snoop. Corey, we know he wanted to be a rapper. That's actually cool. That's pretty much it, to be honest. Now, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna stop here because we did. You know what? Let's do 45. Okay, let's finish. But then because I don't want to. I get tired of reviewing. Okay. Okay, whatever. And let's take it. Because the problem is, if I can finish this today, I can possibly finish off season 11 tomorrow. Okay, let's try it out really hard. So, but then I'm not as interesting because I don't care. I got the boys chilling, everybody's chilling. Bubble is actually nervous about the spectacle. What is really cool is that he's talking to Snoop, and also together are cool. That Snoop that gave him the idea of becoming the cowboy, the what? Super Bling Cowboy. Bubble is nervous about this. He's nervous about everything. He has show tonight. We got Julian going back to the park and saying, "Hey, what can I do?" This is cool because Julian goes along. So this is Julian being worried that he has to fix everything. Beth Benson, that's also funny. Beth Benson, who's been complaining about being hungry for so long, they finally find some good food, and the good food is fucking J-Rock's wife. So you got the beginning of Leahy and Leslie working together, which is, again, this is brilliant. And then the problem with that is that Leslie is like, "Yo, I have these pills," and this is where they're fucking up. They go dress shopping, it's too expensive. They find a dress, but the dress has a cum stain on it. So that's kind of greasy. again, he made the offer for Tom do the offer for Lucy to fuck him for 10,000. We have more of the scene because Julian needs more money, and then Tom is like, yo, okay, so Julian needs more money because he just saw Steinberg, and he's like, I'll give you money if I fuck Lucy, and then that's pretty much it. So then Sarah tried to convince Lucy, as I said before, but it was last episode, but it was this episode. Julian needs some help from Leahy of all people, and you see that Leahy is super fucking drunk. We have Bubble going into this concert. This is what I'm talking about when it's too much. For example, you got Leahy's drunk coming in, and Tommy's what I want to see Leahy 10 out of 10 drunk. Knowing it's gonna be a shitstorm. Knowing it's gonna be a fucking shitstorm. Which is super fucking funny. They're fighting. We got the contest. Bubble does horrible because he was doing a song. Because he was doing a song that wasn't his, and now they say no, original only. And then he did Hot Chicken Sandwich, which is not his best song. He was playing on the ukulele. Thank you, Corey. But it's more than he likes coffins. He likes coffins. And then Snoop comes in and helps him out. And dude, they make this song. All I wanna do is smoke and fuck some hoes. All I wanna do. Then you got the whole Chiller Park, and look at this. This is actually really cool. So this is a success, and Bubble ends up winning, which is really, 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 really nice. Real nice. I love this. Then they meet the same people that used to bully on Bubble because Bubble was called a nerd by the bullies. Then Tom and Snoop, they actually like tell them, hey, it's not cool to bully. It is really not cool to bully. So then Lucy comes in and apologizes to Ricky. And then the good thing is, yes, Ricky fucks up, but Lucy also fucked up, right? So it doesn't, oh shit. It doesn't really cancel out, but still. I'm just gonna be putting this on the charger. I got 50%, we should be okay. 3%, shit! All I wanna do, guys, you're gonna be hearing you're gonna be hearing some, I'm sorry, you're gonna be hearing some fan. Oh, fuck's sake. You're not connected, of course you're not. God damn it. Oh, for fuck's sakes. No, this doesn't work. This works. Come on. How much?